Okay. I love that it matches the hair too. That is so cool. Let me put my crystals in my lap. Soul puzzle solved. What do we need to know about this energy? Does it tie in with the reading over on YouTube? So God, Source, Creator, Jesus, Universe, Mama Gaia, Luna, Moon Goddess, Cosmos, Angels, Ancestors, Way Showers, Guides, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know? Scales of balance. Ancient Tantra of the soul. What is up, Galactic Golden Nuggies? Let me bring y'all in a little bit closer so you can see something. Hello. Who said it? Right off the bat. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Kate. Right off the bat. Thank you for pouring into me, and know that you're going to receive it back infinitely in all the ways that God deems necessary for your experience, evolution, abilities, destiny, and all that has been added now that you have stepped into your Dharma. North Node energy, following your North Star, your soul's alignment. And it has paid off. Not just for you, but Mother Life, Mama Gaia. We did Life Restored. We talked about this over on YouTube. What is up? Hello, hello, hello. Y'all peeping the shirt? I'm sorry, T. Austin really outdid themselves with this shirt. Like, T. Austin! This had me laughing for like a good 10, 15 minutes. And I know I said I was going to come live earlier. I am running a bit late behind again today. So now I know to set my alarm a little bit earlier than I did today because I'm a little bit earlier than I was yesterday. I've been kind of testing with the way that we're moving in more energy. I have been setting my schedule to where I'm able to allow the acclimation without, over expending energy. So bear with me as I'm getting a routine settled. Feeling better than yesterday, purged my dark energy. Same. It's a lot lighter today. It's a lot less heavy feeling. It feels less like moving through quicksand. I mean, yeah, trying to move through quicksand. And we talked about this energy a little bit over on YouTube, where it's like going into different rooms. And each room is a new experience. Like each room is a new energy, a new emotion. Also, there are going to be some musky muskrats that may be in here because of what day it is. Just ignore them. Don't pay them any mind. We've got Brotherhood and the Brother in Darkness, Key of Life, and the Dark Mysteries. Now, I thought we were going to be talking about the soul puzzle that we have solved when it pertains to our own purpose. But this is also about an alignment in love where somebody connected to your energy has been activated. They have received keys from past experiences. These keys are their soul slivers that has unlocked the highest vibrational being within them, their highest vibrational self. Some of you have a really, really, really incredible. I hope everybody that this is for, claim it if it's your reading. This is a really, really incredible counterpart. This is like your best friend. Like when you meet, it's home instantly. Like you're gonna, and I just, over on Instagram, there's this video where there's this alternative girl. Thank you, Lion Spirit Channeler, with 3710. 37 adds up to 10, completion, skills, to unlock their skills. Thank you, skills, for pouring into me. Thank you, Lion Spirit Channeler. You literally just confirmed the timeline shift and this new reality, which is unconditional love. The planet's feeling a lot of love too. They said it is a timeline where more light energy and unconditionally loving energy has been infused. Therefore, there's another wave of unions happening. So thank you, skills. Thank you, Lion Spirit Channeler, for pouring into me. And know that you're going to receive it back infinitely in every way that is deemed necessary with the alignment and timeline you are currently in. Because I never want to impede on your destiny. I just want to add to it. And same for you, Sally. It's simply meant to be. Every time I see your name, it reminds me of Jack and Sally. So this is definitely the Sally to your Jack or the Jack to your Sally. With 9 heart puffs, who just wrapped something up. 9s is endings and new beginnings. The dolphins mate for life, don't they? With the lightning bolts, 15 lightning bolts adds up to 6, which is love energy. This is divine intervention. And I just saw a TikTok video, you guys, where there's this like alternative girl and she's recording and her partner's in the back and he's like, what was he singing? He was singing some emo song and she's just like staring at him. Whoever this person is, it's like you're gonna have these moments together where you're like, remember when we were emo? Like, just dumb shit. Where it's like you're gonna be really, the childlike, your inner children are going to be playing with each other. Like, this is so cute. This is gonna be this is your best friend. Whoever you've aligned to, this is somebody who, they go far beyond just romance. This is somebody you can trust, like with everything. Thank you, Kareen. Thank you, Kareen, for the, are those, they look like coins to me, but I see the W, it's like a win, and it's 3, the Son, the Father, Holy Spirit. We talked about winning over on YouTube. No darker influence can break this apart. Wait a second. You just got a download about superposition. We did talk about this over like yesterday and on YouTube. If you're getting the download, this is what you're doing or have done. And it looks like somebody connected to you was also doing this or has done this. There is no negative influence with the brother in darkness overcoming negative energy with feminine power. This individual has balanced their inner energies, which has unlocked more of themselves needed to align with you. The dark mysteries is you may be feeling an energy that you can't pinpoint. Almost like there's an energy following you. You may feel like there is an individual watching everything that you do. And it's because energetically this person is. Like their higher self is there. And I didn't think that I was going to be picking up on some love. But we're in this timeline. This individual, their higher self is connected to yours. So whoever this is, they have overcome every test that you have or are currently wrapping up before this 15-year cycle on the 19th. Something has closed in order for them to come in. I can't make this shit up. Uniting with the angelic self. Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self. This is somebody who is connected to your higher self. Your higher self is connected to them. Ooh, this message, bro. Y'all know how I feel about labels and about divine coupling, where I don't want to be that intuitive. I don't want to be your favorite intuitive, by the way. Just kidding. I don't want to be that individual that is like, oh, they're coming. Like, for those of you this message is for, you're minding your own business, you're happy with your life, you're happy how things are going, but you're in a timeline where love is inevitable. You can feel it like all around you. And I want to say, yes, I have merch, but like this, literally, T. Austin just used me as the face, and I am so honored. Like, T. Austin is the one that is, they're making these shirts, and I'm not getting anything from them, like, besides me being the face. I want all proceeds to go to T. Austin because T. Austin's putting in a lot of work, and they're a small light worker business. They're a light worker whose business is getting off the ground, and they make quality shirts. There's one that I'm going to purchase. I am like obsessed with it, where it's Jesus, and he's like the anime version of Jesus, and he's like, I saw that. I need that shirt. I'm going to go buy it because it's the funniest thing. When I saw it, I was like, I need this shirt. And we're talking about an energy that has been energetically like viewing you, and it's funny because like that's the shirt that I want. But like, yeah, this is like all proceeds go to T. Austin, and T. Austin had to pick up and immediately leave from Florida because they were affected by the hurricane. So if you want to support a light worker that has been affected by the hurricane and their business is freaking amazing and they make amazing stuff, I linked their business in the video. But come on now, this shirt is freaking amazing. Like, we really did put the fear of God in Diddy and anybody being a hoobly doobly diabolical nefarious musky muskrat. He was just the one that got totaled. So not the only one. I shouldn't be laughing. Let me focus. So yeah, I did link T. Austin. Their brand is, I don't want to say the name wrong. I linked their brand, like what the clothing store is named, to the video that I posted. I believe it's like Fukyu, but I don't specifically know if I'm saying it correct. Last time I checked, T. Austin said it was close. T. Austin! Look, I'm wearing the shirt. It's a vibe. It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe. It really is. We put the fear of God in Elite Energies, and like this, it's amazing. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. This is like the best thing ever. I thought the one before this was amazing. This is amazing. But yes, like I was saying, T. Austin was heavily affected by the hurricane. So if you would want to, assist a light worker in rebuilding their life and supporting their business, T. Austin. I believe I linked the right profile. Correct me if I'm wrong, T. Austin. But I linked your store in the video. Thank you, TK the God. What is up? No, I have to take a picture of it and then flip it because, I am not technology savvy. I'm like a 90-year-old lady in a 28-year-old body. So bear with me because I'm still learning how to, flip the screen and, I don't know how to do things. I'm still trying to learn how to do editing over on TikTok. And it's been years. I've been on this app for years and I'm still fucking learning. Okay, bear with me. I like I said, I'm like a 90-year-old woman in the body of a 28-year-old because me and technology, we acquaintances. We not best friends yet, but we're getting there. I'm getting back into the flow of doing social media stuff, like pitches and videos. I haven't really been doing great at that. So, hello. Thank you, T. Austin. Thank you, Himsdeb. Thank you for pouring into me, and know that you're going to receive it back infinitely in the timeline that your soul energy is aligned to and that you're in. I never want to impede on your destiny. I just want to add to it. So whatever has been called in, let it be enhanced. IFM, defender of the galactic force. I love that. We gonna fight. But of course you'll win. You don't gotta fight me. It's all love, baby. We in this together. We defending the galaxies and the ethers together. And we did just speak about that over on YouTube. In all the ways that we have overcome that has shifted the timelines, not just on this planet, but cosmically. In the way that different dimensions were bleeding into this one. So if you guys have not checked out my YouTube video, you may very well want to, because it gets intense over there. Thank you, TK the God. Thank you for pouring into me. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for everything that you guys have not only done for me, but continue to do to shift this reality. Because if you guys didn't know, these hoobly... I just got an ad from XXXTentacion, or it's a group chat that I'm in, that they just sent something about XXXTentacion. With you, another one, with you saying that you felt the shift. If you are viewing into the YouTube, there were darker elite forces that were attempting to shift the timeline back into where they could take control of the way that this... You know what? I wasn't going to get into it because it feels like I'm regurgitating what I was talking about over on YouTube. But no, for those of you that have not gone over to YouTube, I'm sorry if you're coming from YouTube. I have to regurgitate what we were talking about. But basically, there with the coming tides of change. All right? Did you see the UFO in New York City on TikTok? No? I did not. But I'm going to look into it because that ties into what we were talking about. I told y'all with this timeline shift, and the more that we ascended this planet into a higher... That's what I said, Mama. Into a higher vibrational plane of a higher vibrational timeline, there would be more revealed. Now, Let me look into that, because you never know, they might be using Blue Beam for something diabolical. Because these darker elite individuals were attempting to shift this realm back into a state of darkness to where they could maintain positions of power and prosperity. But we will never go back to the way that it was. Ain't no going back. They can't shift because they can't distract us. They can't distort us. If they were able to use our minds against us, we would manifest the timeline where they would continuously be in power. But we are not viewing them as the powerhouses we had previously seen them as. We have taken back our energy, our power, to where they hold none over us. All of these antics that they're doing, all of these antics that they're throwing out there, it's an attempt to gain our attention and intention in order to gain our energy, in order to shift everything back into corruption for their corporations. Exactly. The illusionary work that had been done in order to keep us in a certain program has been shattered. We are no longer staying in a loop to where we're not expanding, healing, growing, and learning. Knot of Isis, the stabilization, energetic stabilization of a new timeline with the buckle of the beloved. We locked in. We locked in. There's no going back. Ain't no going back. So yes, this is the compression of all of the timelines, not only of our highest vibrational good, to where we have called back our soul fragments to unlock an expanded experience, but this is also Mama Gaia, truths being unveiled here. Mama Gaia also ascending to where this I almost said corporation, where these corporations, all right, they want me to say corporations, these corporations and corruption can no longer influence us with illusions to keep us pouring in to being consumers and not creatives, like our soul came to do. And part of being a creative is the evolution. Part of being a creative is knowledge. Part of being a creative is action. It's intention, action, and your energy. And the versions of you necessary to unlock this expanded state of experience within this realm have been brought forth with the unbinding of previous experiences in lifetimes to where your soul had been bound, where that fragment of your soul had been bound because you had not completed the mission that you had incarnated within that lifetime to complete. So any tests that were not completed in past lifetimes to where our soul fragments had been bound could be 20 plus lifetimes. We had incarnated and we had stated our souls were not going to incarnate again if we had completed out all of the tests that we had not completed in previous lifetimes. So if you know that this is your last life here, you had everything piled on your plate because this was everything you hadn't completed from previous lifetimes that you had failed and forfeited. And that's where your soul energy, that fragment, had been bound. So if you had been taken out by a karmic lineage that you had incarnated, that had been a part of that incarnation in a past lifetime, they came through again. And they was going to take your ass out again. But instead of you doing the same shit you did last life that got you taken out, you said, let me listen this lifetime. Same with karmic romantic partners, karmic friends, secret societies, elite forces. All of this was up against us this lifetime because of what we did not complete past lives, where our soul fragment got bound until that completion. And with that completion, there was the release of that binding where that soul fragment was called back into its full form. So that's what we got into over on YouTube. If you resonate with that, you may want to tune into the YouTube live that has just been posted, because I'm not going to fully regurgitate that entire channel. If you are coming from YouTube or if you're going to be watching it later, this is the aftermath of the expanded experience. So you understanding the soul fragments that have been called back to you and why, and how that has completely shifted not just this planet but the cosmos. And each and every dimension that was bleeding into this one that should not have been bleeding into this one in the way that it was. Where this realm was heavily distorted, it was distorting other dimensions to where we had heavy Mandela effect and heavy demonic interference. Lower vibrational interference and influence. To where a lot of light workers, many, if not all light workers, were being affected by lower vibrational practitionary work because that was the timeline we were on. Ancient power and mysteries. This is Hear the Rattle of Isis playing. So with this resurrection of all forms of you, this is a version that has completely canceled out the corruption that had been put in a position to be poured into in order to maintain those in power that were beating, that thought they were going to beat the scales of karma, that thought they were going to beat the balance, and have been desperately attempting to shift the balance back into a way where it is a more dystopian, they said shift the direction of the planet into a more dystopian experience for those that didn't understand they were being mentally, physically, and emotionally imprisoned by maintaining karmic loops and cycles that were not fulfilling their soul. Like the Matrix says, it's a prison that you cannot touch, taste, see, or feel, but it's all around you. That prison no longer exists because of how we've broken it down and how each and every incarnated soul here that has a purpose, which all do, are now being guided towards fulfilling that purpose, stepping into their mission, being activated in a way where they will no longer be entrapped by that of which had once been comfortable to them, because the illusion has been shattered. Nice. All right, so we diving in because this aligns you to a romantic partner that's going to be, thank you, Erica. Thank you, Erica. Thank you. Enemitic. Thank you, Enemitic. Thank you, Erica. Thank you for pouring. They said everybody's name starts with E because it's rated for everyone. These hands rated E for everyone, but it's like these spiritual hands. It's like the activations are rated E for everyone. With 33 lightning bolts, ascended master number with divine intervention, because that's what the lightning bolt stands for. So that's funny. Everybody's being activated because it's for everyone. Everybody who has a soul-based belief. Explain it to me. Your soul knows there is more. You're no longer letting your beliefs being dictated by those outside of yourself. Soul-based belief. Your soul fulfillment. Dharma. North Node. Star. North Star. What reaches the heavens and flows through the earth. Soul energy. What? What reaches the heavens and flows through the earth. Soul energy. Soul star, ground star. When you ascend, that makes sense. All is connected. The divine can interfere more with us pulling this into a higher vibrational state of experience for all those residing, for all those existing and ascending and healing within this realm. The world changes when we do. And the more high vibrational we are, the more divine interference you're going to see, which means you're going to see more UFOs. You're going to see more people talking about shit that shouldn't exist on this planet but does. So I am not surprised that there was a UFO sighting in New York City. I am not surprised at all. I don't think we should be surprised at anything, matter of fact, at this point. You're going to be seeing a lot more shit that you're going to be like, did that just happen? Yep. Sure did. I told y'all this was going to happen. I can't say I told y'all. The divine said this was going to occur with the way that we have, thank you, divine names of power. Damn, that card, I'm sorry, that fell behind the desk. Divine names of power just fell behind the desk. What you don't see and who's working on what behind the scenes, divine names of power. Bringing through blessings for the divine emperors and empresses that have, this is blessings from the divine empress of the skies. But it's like your interconnection, you activating your soul star. You stepping into the unknown and taking this leap of faith changed everything. Because everything about you changed. All is connected. The ripples of your life restored with this proper burial. The ripples of your evolution has affected everything. And believe me, yes, give all credit, all glory to the Most High. I am not saying that we are the main powerhouses here. I'm saying that God was not going to the divine was not going to step upon our free will and force us to do something. It's because we decided, that we listened and we were obedient, that everything is playing out in the way that it is. In no way, shape, or form Am I saying that we are above the Most High in any way, shape, and form? Because I understand the Creator has created all and can take away all. And I give all glory to the Most High because I know I wouldn't be here without the Most High's tough love. Without the experience that I had to have in order to evolve to this point. The awakening, that's exactly what it is Christ consciousness throughout the entirety of this planet, through the entire world. Because we're not meant to be separated based on religion, sexual orientation, race, gender. All of those were programs by lower level, well, I guess they're lower level now, but lower vibrational elite forces in order to keep us from bonding, because the more that we bond, the more we ascend. Unity, one love. When we are in this, when we are working together, we move just like we are doing now. We move this realm to where these programs, these illusions are broken. This is what they didn't want. This is why there was so much interference. When they said not just interference, distortion and deception when it came to what we should have been pouring into. And listen, I want all of y'all to share your gift, like Lionheart, God's Chosen. Go live. If you want to go more deeply into this, like, to what I'm speaking on, go live. Start your own channel. Do YouTube. And I'm not saying this sarcastically. I'm not going to sit here and debate with somebody who I know should be a part of the team. Like anybody in here that has been guided to share. And I just got like 8 unknown numbers calling me back to back to back. That is so weird. But like, I'm not knocking anybody. I want you to share your gifts. Each and every one of you. If you feel like you have more to add to this, add to it. Start sharing channels, start sharing videos, because it's going to awaken more individuals. And that's what we came here to do, is awaken the world. So I don't want to argue with you because I agree. But I can feel a little bit of spiciness coming from your commentary. So, like I said, I'm not arguing with somebody that I know has good intentions and is on the same team as me. But start your channel. If you want to add to it, add to it. Start posting, start speaking. I just got another call. That is weird. These were back-to-back calls that I just got. They said answer the call, but not me answer the call. It's you answered your calling. They're trying to get my attention because each and every individual has a calling. I'm not to get distracted with the limited time that I have currently for this live. Because I wasn't able to run. It was too dark by the time I got off live yesterday. So I wasn't able to run to the store, and I have to today. Enter the healing of chamber. I meant the healing chamber. They said no. It was correct. Enter the healing of chamber. The healing of hermit. Explain it to me. When the world was in darkness, there was a lot of healing that was needed. You ascending was the antidote to this planet's progress. The advancement of humanity. The advancement of soul energy. Knowing that you are more than just the vessel. And activating all those who are influenced by your light. So, the healing of chamber. The darkness was necessary to never take the light for granted. But also with the chamber that we were in, the binding we had broken, it was necessary for us to call back the soul fragments that had been left in previous incarnations. Because without the trauma and tribulations, we would not have passed the test. It was the spiritual prison. But it was a spiritual prison of healing in order to break out of the planetary prison program. To ascend the planet into the progress necessary. Ascension here. The progress necessary to continue. I don't want to say it like that because I don't want... What they just told me is if we had not ascended in the way that we did, if we hadn't have done what we did, all of us would not be here, basically. There would have been a planetary reset because it would have been ruled that this planet was incapable of ascension. Therefore, it would have, with the darker influence within the cosmos that how we were affecting everything else, it would have been deemed necessary to correct the imbalances one way or another. We were given a second chance. Damn. I'm sorry to say it like that, but like that's literally the way they're clarifying it to me is we were given a second chance. Serpent of fire on the ground. We knocked this shit out. But it was necessary. Serpent of fire. It was necessary for a trial by fire. Transformation. Through their trial by fire with the serpent that has been constricted. All was meant to keep you from the level you have reached. But you not only endured and persisted, you evolved to heights that no one in your lineage and no lifetime you've ever held had ever been made possible. I'm sorry I keep up. The way that they're showing me this is there were so many traps, but like Houdini, you moved out. Like even Spirit is impressed. We talked about this over on YouTube, but the way that you maneuvered through what had been set in place to keep you is impressive because you've expanded, excelled, and ascended far beyond not just anybody in your lineage, but any lifetime you had held. This has unlocked the greatest experience for you and who's connected to you. And this is why so many energies needed to be cut off, because you were not going to receive in previous lifetimes with these individuals manipulating your soul energy because of how powerful you are. You're God's, I'm claiming this energy too. We're God's secret weapon. This weapon was not I get it. This weapon was not to be used against the Most High. And this is why so many individuals wanted to corrupt our energy. Because it's like Isis and Ra. How Isis knew how to use Ra's power against Ra. Isis knew how to win against Ra. And it's like you are... This is definitely only going to resonate. This is intense. All of these soul fragments that have been called back into this form. The way that you were spread out, you couldn't step fully into your power without going through what you went through, because God needed to trust you to not be used against this planet and against the divine because of how powerful you are, because you are a drop of God in this realm. You are an extension of the Most High, but you are also a drop of God. That drop had been spread out throughout lifetimes. Because if you had fully acquired each drop of you, that drop of God was powerful enough to shift the cosmos, shift this dimension into darkness permanently. If you had gone dark, if any of us had gone dark and had been manipulated in a way, activated at this point, because previously we had been distorted, but we had to break through that distortion. But if we're distorted at this level, the planet's fucked. You might as well just prepare for doomsday. Like, we had to go through what we went through because the divine could not afford for us to be corrupted with this much power. With our soul, fragments of our soul being restored to where we are fully the drop of God that we are outside of this vessel. I hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. I'm not saying we are God. I'm saying with Mother of Life and the Lunar Queen, we are drops of the divine. We are drops of source in this realm. And you know this is for you, because this is why you had everything up against you. This is why it took so long to unlock this version of you. And this is why so many things attempted to corrupt you. Exactly. Full divine alignment. Damn. This is intense, because not everybody has this energy. Not everybody has acquired all soul fragments of themselves in this way. And you know if this is for you, because you've been heavy hitters in a past life, but you didn't make it as far as you did this life. You are far more, being the heavy hitter that you have been, you are far more powerful than you have ever been in any of these lifetimes, because you have called back all forms of you in this lifetime. Because Source was to experience all experiences through you uniquely. You have been all, but you have never been at this point. This is intense. Because think about it. If you've been having dreams about you being like Isis, you being Kali Ma, you being Radha, Krishna, like you've been having dreams, and then you have dreams of you being your starseed lineage, like Arcturian, Lemurian, Blu-ray, Atlantean. You have dreams of like all of these different lives you've lived and the power you held in those lifetimes. And that does not compare to who you are right now. Because you didn't get as far in those past lifetimes as you did now. Yeah, like Orion. Think about it. Like that to me is mind-blowing, where I'm like, wait a second. We hold more power in this lifetime than we have being outside of this form. I just heard this is why you had to ascend so uncomfortably within this lifetime, because your body needed to continually acclimate to holding more light. So this is why we've changed so drastically physically, and they said your change is not done. You're going to look completely different before the year is over. You're going to be experiencing life completely different before the year is over, because you're not the same. Your form has been fully activated. Ooh, wait a second. Exactly, and there are spouses in alignment to those of you resonating with this message, where it's like, I know this is good. For those of you, this is for you. This does not sound but wild crazy. For those that are like, that's not for me, this might sound but wild crazy. But it's like, you in your, wherever you're at right now, you are looking at it like, this is so like sleeper. Like my experience should be as awakened as I am. You're looking at it like you're looking at Earth. Like Earth is in the palm of your hand. And you're looking at it and you're like, that's a sleeper experience. Let's shift this way. It's like looking at it like a god or a goddess, but you are not God. I'm not saying that you are God. What I'm saying is, it's like you have activated your God, your goddess form. You have called back all soul fragments to where you're understanding your experience is meant for more, because your energy has evolved into more. Like, I'm not saying this to sound egotistical. I feel like a goddess. I feel like a goddess. I am a goddess. And I know that things are moving to where that energy will express itself more today. Like, and from here on out. To where, yeah, like Holy Spirit energy. For those of you resonating with this, you know that your energy is not matching your experience, but your experience is about to match your energy. You may feel more celestial. You may feel more fae. It's like, I can't just say like a goddess, because y'all know if you look into goddesses and gods, they're just ethereal celestial beings that God placed within this realm in a leadership position to guide those that needed to further understand their divinity. You are a divine being in a physical form in order to awaken the divinity in others. Exactly. Clear alignment is divinity. Yes. But it's not just a clear alignment. It's the Most High trusting you with being put in this position to be in this clear alignment with all versions of you, all soul fragments of you in this form, which means this ascension is going to be insane from now up until 2025, like the end of December, because your body is evolving, your physical vessel is evolving to hold more light. The Eye of Horus, awakening divine perception. But you already saw this happening. You see it. This is what they mean, like, by how I know that my experience is about to match my energy. Like I said, not in an egotistical way. I know that I am a goddess. I know that I am a goddess. Like I said, I'm not saying it to be egotistical. I know that there have been lifetimes where I have been this goddess. But it's like all forms of me have been called into this form now to where I'm holding that energy. I am holding my alignment with the goddess energy that I am. Just like you should see yourself as a direct extension of the Most High, where God has placed you in this realm to experience this high vibrational timeline to how you are perceiving yourself. And how do you view the highest vibrational version of yourself? Your higher self. How are you looking at your higher self? What is your higher self? Your higher self being the highest vibrational timeline version of you. Is it an angel? Is it a god, a goddess, an ascended master? How are you viewing the you that is your highest vibrational alignment version of you? Because for me, it's like all of the above. But the best way to explain this energy is that of a goddess, where I know that my physical experience will align with that energy. And again, not in an egotistical way, but you need to be you stop limiting yourself to the vessel. Viewing the vessel like, oh, my highest vibrational timeline is a multimillionaire. What energy got you there? The divine, the Most High, and your higher self. Who is your higher self? What is your higher self? How is your higher self being viewed? You being this drop of the Most High, drop of God in this realm. Stop limiting yourself to the vessel. Stop limiting yourself to just abundance, to a label. You are the infinite. You are far more than all that you have been. Therefore, your experience in this realm should match your infinite energy. And you shouldn't feel bad for expressing the way that this infinite energy is emanating from you. Because this is what puts in place all that you are meant to receive within this timeline, because you've aligned to it. This is how God wants you to view yourself. This is how others are viewing you. And this is what you have seen with your third eye, how you're meant to experience life. Because of how your experience is meant to activate others, inspire and activate others, including a counterpart. For those of you this message is for, who sent that? I saw that. Hold on. Supernova. Thank you. Thank you, Supernova, for the garland. Seriously, thank you. And yeah, life had to go supernova in order for you to be the superstar that you are. And you're ready. You've also, if you're resonating with this, you've woken up an individual who's been very stubborn and very bound in multiple lives. Whoever this person is, they feel everything through their heart space in this moment because they've had a heart chakra awakening. Whoever your person is, they're feeling everything about you even if they don't know who you are. This love is pulling you, this open heart chakra is pulling you together. So one of you had your heart chakra open, the other one had it closed. This individual has gone through a heart chakra awakening with the closeout of certain cycles that have put them in alignment with you, because their soul energy is now a vibratory match because of the fragments they've called. And this individual is being guided to you, or you're being guided to someone. Whoever this is, they were very stubborn. Very stubborn. Very stubborn. We got Divine Destiny that just came out. And we've got Divine Sunchild that wanted to fly in the reverse, which is blessings of the Sun Falcon, Horus energy. which means this individual never saw themselves as like having a family. Or they're a lone wolf. You could be like me, where you don't have family. You're in this physical reality. It's just you. Like, we got this Galactic Golden family, this Ohana online. But when it's like, when you are walking through the store, it's just you. When you're, well, you and your spirit team. Like, when I'm just walking through the store, it's me and my spirit team. And I know you guys are there in spirit. Like, I know there's a lot of chatter in the ethers. But physically, there's like nobody that you can really rely on or lean on. God has placed you in solitude for you to become this powerhouse. You are my family and I am yours. And I never want you guys to feel alone. Yeah, Himsdeb, you're not the only one. It's just me too. In my physical reality, like when I turn the camera off, like I said, I can feel y'all, like there's chatter in the ethers. I can feel y'all in spirit. But physically, it's just me. I don't have anybody. Not physically. Besides you guys. And exactly, Himsdeb, we are each other's family. This is the Ohana, our Ohana. You're never alone. And I didn't want to like trigger anybody bringing that up, but like, believe me, I understand, because like, this has been moving without any anchors. This has been moving without any liabilities. And if you don't have children, or if this person doesn't have children, it may have not been something that you thought about or were really even focused on. To where who you're in alignment with, this is somebody who it's giving inner child energy too. It's somebody that you'll be with all the time. And we all deserve that. We all deserve at least one person who's rooting for us. We deserve at least one person in the physical that we can lean on, that will hold us, that will be there, and that we just, I'm sorry, that just kind of hit a little bit. Like, we all deserve one person. And I know if you're resonating with this, there has not been one motherfucker besides this Ohana. But there's not been one motherfucker in the physical that has been our cheerleader, that has been our best friend, that has genuinely loved us unconditionally. We deserve that one person, exactly, that loves us unconditionally, that understands us. And like I said, we have this Ohana. And I'm not saying this has to be a romantic partner. This literally is soul family. We are connecting physically. We are being stationed in a way where it is inevitable that we are going to connect physically. There are light workers already networking. Like, I would have never met T. Austin if it hadn't have been for TikTok. We're finding each other. And if you're resonating with this, you're never alone. We got this Galactic Golden Nug family here, to where we're elevating each other, we're evolving, and we're stepping into experiences that we never would have had without this Ohana, without this family. You don't need any energy that would have anchored you in a timeline that you wouldn't have made it out of. You don't need any energy that was just gonna bully and betray you. Because the divine knew you deserved so much more. And if you're resonating with this, you have aligned with somebody that understands they deserve so much more. And you're meeting each other as so much more. The best versions of you that either of you have ever been. Like, we are being like, there are Galactic Golden Nugs where we are physically meeting. And it's because we are the best versions of ourselves and we have aligned with each other. Where it is time to step into this, what is it? I almost said Autobots Unite. Roll out. Autobots roll out, where we're being networked physically in order to do missions together, in order to do businesses together, in order to start a movement. I'm glad you brought up the merch shirt. Look, T. Austin made this. All proceeds go towards T. Austin having their life rebuilt after the hurricane hit in Florida, as well as supporting T. Austin, because T. Austin is a light worker with a small business, and that's what we are building up right now in this moment. Light workers that deserve a leadership position and prosperity. We all deserve not just that one person, but fulfillment in the way that we have completed out everything we previously had not done in other lifetimes. And what we have accomplished in this lifetime, we are deserving of everything, of destiny, divine destiny, the destiny we've unlocked with completion. So if you're seeing 1010 or 888, who just put that? Wait, did somebody just put 8? Yes, Snicker the Alchemist. 888. The reason I said 88 is I've been seeing 88 and 888, and I look up and it was just 404 in the live, which adds up to 8. If you've been seeing 888 or 808 or 88, this is definitely your message. They said there's a completion from the Lionsgate portal from years ago. Why from years ago? It triggered your adversity in order for you to evolve through the lower vibrational entity attachment that you had to override. So they're saying there was things manifested Lionsgate and like the 1111 portal years ago that amped up the spiritual warfare. That, you know what? Yeah, actually. I feel like it was after every time I manifested, people was on some fuck shit when I was allowing it to adhere to my energy. Like, now that I think about it. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. You manifested some big shit. You manifested some hefty shit. Like a better life. Not just for yourself, but all those that are a part of your experience. And then some fuck shit happened. People started turning against you. You started going to just shit breaking down, like shit going wrong. This was a part of the evolutionary experience in order to align us with this, because we could not have this adhere to our energy and receive these manifestations. In the same way that you had been tested in previous lifetimes where you had failed and surrendered. This was not the lifetime. Yeah, believe me, Cat, they kicked me. Listen, that's what they have been programmed to do, is kick you while you're down. And keep kicking you. And pray that you never get the fuck back up. And the thing is we gotta get up and go, you hit like a bitch. And keep trucking. This is continually ascending and evolving and never giving up. Because when you give up, it's like that soul fraction, that soul energy is bound. That's what they were. That's why this time limit is up. They could not bind the soul fragment in this lifetime. Instead, other lifetimes had been broken through to where that soul fragment was released and brought into this lifetime. So they were attempting to bind. This may have been like a last soul fragment. Confirmation? Who said that? Loverboy? Yeah? Okay. That was extra comfort. He just woke up out of his sleep to confirm that. This could have been the last soul fragment for the energy that wanted to be aligned with you. It's like a last lifetime chance. Okay, big boy. Good job. You feeling the energy. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Alright, he literally woke up out of his sleep to give that confirmation. You was comfy too. Every time you peep them, they're like sleeping in the back, and it's because they're also ascending. Like, I will play Quantum Leap on my radio, so we all quantum leap together. Exactly, he 10 claws down. That's my boy. That's my boy. So my cats have been ascending, quantum leaping with me, and I will affirm as I'm playing the quantum leap meditation to where I'm like, you're the healthiest you ever have been. You're so healthy. You're so happy. Like, I just affirm the timeline that I want all of us to experience. So if you're quantum leaping, Be affirming over your babies and your fur babies as well. Huh. And every time we send, you get more intuitive. You want me to use this one? Okay, big head. You want to pull some? Let's see what lover boy, what'd you draw on? Oh, it's my deck's in reverse. Authentic self. Who are you? We were talking about this, earlier in the live, where it's like you must understand who your higher self is in order to master this life and this simulation. Good job, buddy. You figured out who you are. Who's down to quantum leap tonight? Listen, I just quantum leaped yesterday, but if we're doing a collective quantum leap, make it for the planet. If you are going to quantum leap, view the planet as though how you want to experience it and how everyone should be experiencing it. Like the way that I quantum leaped with clarity, and we got karma behind here, and hear me now. The way that I quantum leaped is I wasn't viewing the highest vibrational timeline for me. I was viewing, the way that I was looking at this is each and every corrupt individual in power. I was not picturing faces. It was just like these individuals that were being held upside down by the divine's hands. They had a label on them that said corrupt elite. I was not viewing faces. I was just viewing a form with a label stamped on them that said corrupt elite. And I was envisioning them being held upside down by the divine, by massive hands, to where their pockets were spilling coins. And these coins were spilling onto the divine collective. Were spilling onto the world. And every coin that dropped, gold energy hit. And that gold would overtake anywhere that these coins were hitting. So it was filling not just us, but the planet with exactly, not just jackpot energy, but golden divine white light, like golden light, golden energy. So if you're going to quantum leap, view the shifts of exactly wealth transfer. View the shifts of light workers receiving, kind of like Robin Hood. View these individuals, again, don't view a face, because you never, like, there are some individuals that are working behind the scenes to fix things. You don't want to pile more karma onto you by trying to negatively impact somebody else. Never view a face. Just view it as corrupt individuals being held upside down, and their pockets of everything that they have stolen over lifetimes, everything they were being greedy with the spirit of greed and gluttony, has fallen onto those that are deserving of it. Hi, honey. You are so very cute and so very handsome. Yes, you are. So if you're going to quantum leap and you want to do it for the world, view, because the way that these coins were even hitting Mama Gaia, it was filling the planet with that gold energy. View it as changing everything into a golden divine experience. Not just for you, but for the way that the world should look, the way the world should run, the way that light workers should be put in a position of power. Deserve to be prosperous in the ways that we will be able to give back so much more than we already have. What are you saying? You being so snuggly. Give me a kiss. I love you. I love you. I just want to squish you. Y'all know, like, cuteness aggression. I get cuteness aggression, like, so bad with my fur babies, where I'm just like I have to kiss them. I'm sorry. It's gotta happen. It is 5. For me, it's 255. But if you were seeing 555, this is how we make massive change. This is how we change the world, is by envisioning it and fully feeling it first. So that is just confirmation. You want to change in your experience, you must first be the change and emanate that energy. And that is how you change not only your reality, but the way that this world runs. That at least was what that is what I had been channeled, and that's what my attempts, like, that's what I was attempting to do. That's where my attempts to quantum leap were made. And I had confirmation it worked. Like when I told y'all we were quantum leaping, like I posted that video about quantum leaping as a unit. I say, if we're gonna quantum leap, we do it on the full moon, on the 15th. Like, if you're gonna quantum leap, do it for the benefit of all, harm to none. Benefit of all high vibration, all light workers, all star seeds. with harm to none, but karma to those that it's due. Karma to those that it's due, because we don't want to impede on anybody's dharma or karma. But the elevation of the planet and all those experiencing this realm in a way where all is balanced. So I'll probably, you know what? Let me ask. Spirit, should we quantum leap tonight? Or should we quantum leap the full moon? Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Happening in waves with the way that the reality pyramid of light step into your vibration of love. It's happening in waves in the way that this shift has already happened. With Ancient Goddess of the Skies, they're confirming that we've already made the shift, but we're continually pulling this planet into a higher vibrational experience, into 5D energy. The portal is open. We have collectively opened this portal, and we are moving the planet through. They're showing me rings of this portal, waves of this energy. These waves, as we're moving through it, it's like these are coming forward. You see how there's rings? So it's like we're moving into that, and these waves are moving through us. So they're saying that this shift has already happened, but your shift will happen at different times because of the different energetic levels we are at and waves we are in. So they're stating you will be guided when you are meant to shift, but we have moved this plane into a higher vibration of unconditional love. Already, collectively, we have done this together. If you continue to, that makes sense. If you continue to maintain your optimistic outlook and a high vibrational energy, you will be collectively moving this planet forward. You are shifting every second of every day. There is no need to set out specific rituals to shift where your energy, thank you, they said your energy speaks for itself. You are continuously shifting every second of every day. So be aware of where your mind and your energy is. Because collectively, the more of you that maintain this high vibration, the more of you that makes so much sense, the more of you that will be put in a position in waves to receive. So it's happening in waves, but it's the waves that have been activated. There's another wave that's about to receive because of the time that they've maintained this timeline and the timeline they've stepped into. So we're all, let me make it make sense for y'all. We're all moving through this. If you've ever watched the show Quantum Leap, where he steps through the portal energy and he's in an entirely different timeline. We're all doing this in waves based on our energy, but Spirit's not exactly continuously evolving. But it's like this wave, this portal is moving through. If this is the world and this is the portal, the first portion of the planet is through this wave. It's through this portal, which means this wave right here has shifted. And it keeps moving, which means there are waves of energies going through this portal. Does that make sense? So there are we must collectively maintain this high vibrational energy because of how that energy is pulling the planet through this portal. And we're continually moving through. There's like rings of this, where we've moved through rings to where they can no longer pull this planet back into a darker state of existence, back into the way that it was, because of how far we've already moved through this split. This is a continuous split. There are waves within, and Dolores Cannon talked about the world split, the timeline split, but they're showing it to me differently. My ear is ringing, so this is correct. Where there are waves, where there is going to continuously be splits within these waves, within these portals for who makes it through. And as you've moved through these portal energies, the timeline that you've solidified in the energy you're in is what you experience. So there are waves of awakening happening, and there are waves of evolution happening, and there are waves of manifestations and miracles being dropped based on what wave and what ring you're in. For those of you before, that makes sense because you understand I have continuously moved through this energy where the wrap up of this 15-year cycle is basically you understanding before this year is up, you are not the you that had started out this experience, this evolution, this divine school. And you will never be that version of you ever again. You don't resonate with anything. You don't resonate with anything that was connected to that version of you because you are an entirely new entity in this moment in time. And you are aligned with somebody who has moved into a position to where they are an entirely new entity, but this new entity, this new being that you are, is just all of your soul being brought forth into one form. Because the version of you that you will never be again was the version of you the Matrix had programmed to be that version. That was a mask. That was deception. That was, they said, inception within the deception. Inception within the deception, that was the illusion. Because the timeline that you were in was a timeline that was manifesting for others, manifesting for those in a position of power. For when you shed that mask, that face, the world shifted because of the way that these illusions could no longer cause any type of interference. Therefore, you were no longer trapped within a lower vibrational falsified inception. You are no longer trapped within a realm unreal and unfamiliar to your energy, because your energy created a new reality with you being the you that you were meant to be, stripped of all falsities. Damn, hold up, I need to sit with that. I'm gonna have to save this one, because I need to listen to this back. Oh, wow. And I'm sorry I haven't been, like, look, if you guys sent a gift, thank you so much. These channels have just been deep. They said, in preparation for all that you were meant to experience, all the provisions that you have perceived through your third eye as being acquired and fulfilled, they have been. You are in that timeline that you have seen, that you have dreamed. It's no longer a dream, it's your reality. They're saying you've seen this. You've seen this. Whether you dreamed about it or it's your third eye. 10 completion with the heart puffs. Thank you, Mars. Thank you for... Whether you dreamed about it or it's your third eye. 10 completion with the heart puffs. Thank you, Mars. Thank you for pouring into me. And know that each and every one of you that has poured into me, you're going to receive it back infinitely in the timeline that you have solidified and what is being called to your soul energy in this moment. Hold on, I had to give him kisses, but now I have a cat hair right in my eyeball. There we go. Please tell me you can see the X. Can y'all see the cat hair? X. X is 10. Can y'all see? Y'all see the X, right? Hey, hey, hey! Let's get it! Y'all saw that fucking X? This makes me excited. X stands for completion. Also, XXXTentacion, his name, the reason he named it is because unknown temptation. That is what it stands for, unknown temptation. You are an ethereal, unidentified entity within this realm. Nobody has been able to pinpoint you, therefore nobody has been able to hold your soul fragments in one place. Hold your soul fragments from being in one place, in this moment in time. You have not only completed something that had been deemed as impossible, but you have freed the souls that were betting on you. You have freed the souls that were ethereally enslaved to this planet because there had to be a completion in order for them to move on. You continued to evolute, as Jase would say, into completion, which assisted your team in completing. There are energies that have chosen to continually guide with what it is you are about to receive and experience. But there are those that had been entrapped within this realm for a very long time because of the way that there was this dark, corrupted film, this dark, corrupted enclosure over this planet, keeping divine energy from coming in, from impeding, and keeping this toxic energy within this corrupted energy, distorted, dystopian type experience within this realm. They're showing me that it wasn't just the treaty that had allowed the divine in. It was, yes, not just the veil, but it was some type of, with the way that we were distorted, our energy was being used to block divinity out. It was dark distorted shield against divine light coming in, to where the first waves of awakening, we were like, I won't say that we, but there were a lot of individuals, the world was calling those that were awakening within like 2006 to 2018, or yeah, 2006 to 2012, possibly to 2018, crazy. Because I know I was being called crazy. They're like, oh, this bitch schizophrenic. She talking to her motherfucking self. She ain't talking to no spirit. She talking to demons. Like, there was so much said about me to where it has come to completion within this year. To where it has been revealed. To where I was talking about, when I was first going through awakening, I was diving into everything where I was like, no, like, I am an extraterrestrial. We are here. Like, you can see our starlit. Like, I was going off. I was trying to tell everybody, I was trying to wake everybody up, and they were like, she need help. She need assistance. Get that girl some milk. Like, only for it to play out, like, right now, within the last few years, I spent, like, the most this year, is when I have received, like, this version of me have received apologies, and, like, I no longer need them. Like, it's fine. We're long past closure. And where things have really been revealed to be truth on what I was being called crazy for during my awakening. It was glitching as soon as I started talking about extraterrestrials. That's because we be affecting the electronics. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick, for pouring into me, and know that you're going to receive it back infinitely. I'm not human. I'm not human. That song's called I'm Not Human by XXXTentacion. I'm not human. Where this was being conveyed, but it was not being heard. In the same way we were not being heard because of the dark energy, the distorted energy that was blocking out divinity. And the more of us that awaken, the more of us that push through persecution, which was a generational curse. It was things we had experienced in previous lifetimes to where we had been persecuted and executed for our gifts. We had to face this lifetime. So it was like two birds, one stone. We had to face that fear of persecution and overcome every individual that was looking at us and calling us crazy, all while attempting to awaken other waves in order to break down this distorted field, this distorted covering over this planet, to let in more divinity, to invite in the divine. And we did. If you are sitting here right now, you know that's what we did. But not only did we break down that distorted film, that distorted armor over this planet, and let in more light, we have ascended this planet to where it's never going back to the way that it was. And you're going to see more corrupt individuals have their pockets emptied in order to provide for those light workers that are, for all that are meant to receive in this way. Not just those that are being put in a position of power to lead this planet more to, they said not just lead this planet into harboring more light, but being placed in a position of authority to nurture the realm that has been birthed, to continue to maintain the balance. They said, you are our gifts. You are our gift to this planet. You are a gift in general. Thank you for persevering, because it paid off. Angela 111444 just shared the live. That is confirmation. Thank you, Angela, because as I look down, it's 311. Massive change coming through. If you've been seeing 111 or 444, angels are all around you. You're in alignment to the next level of your experience. You are being, they said not being, you have been prepared for all that you are meant to receive within this planetary positioning. What do you mean? Look at, thank you, frequency! Frequency is everything. Did I just spit? I totally just did. Sorry. Thank you, frequency is everything, which your name is confirmation. Thank you, frequency is everything. And Alki for pouring into me. Know that you're going to receive it back infinitely. in all the ways that are necessary for the timeline that your soul has called in and you're traversing through as the highest vibrational version of you. You are receiving everything that is due. And they said that's what it's meant. Time is up. Your fragments have been called back to you and your soul is no longer bound. Not bound by the betrayal of this lifetime. Thank you, Frequency! Thank you, Frequency, because you're literally confirming this too with the gold medal we won. And I literally stated this over on YouTube. I'm sorry, there's like another cat hair trying to get in my eye. So somebody's trying to throw evil eye, but it's not working. It's not affecting because we vibrated far beyond any energy that is attempting to continuously impede on the expanded experience that we have stepped into. We won. So thank you. Frequency is everything because you literally just confirmed that. Our energy is too golden. We're too high vibrational in this moment in time, and we've got work to do. We've got work to do. They said work to continue to do with what you were about to receive and the position being offered to you. Don't forget that unconditional love, the unconditional love that you're emanating, has attracted that individual that's only going to heighten that experience. Heighten that experience. You're going to experience the love that you emanate, that you are. And it's only going to help both of you grow. And all those that are activated by the energy you are emanating. Your love is going to nurture this realm and assist in maintaining the balance of it. A love like this before. That's what I just heard. A love like this before. I can't stop the when you dance, dance, dance. I don't know what they're channeling. I can't help the feeling when you dance, dance, dance. Or I can't stop the feeling. I can't stop, or I can't stop the feeling when you dance, dance, dance. I feel like that's Justin Timberlake. Can't stop the feeling. Okay, yes. Can't stop the feeling when you dance, dance, dance. You're dancing with the cosmos, so they can't stop this. They can't stop the feeling. They can't stop the feeling. It's heart space, emotion, attention, energy. They can't stop what they're feeling, and they know that the time is up. And it's time for us to receive what comes with our dharma. Can't stop the feeling when you dance, dance, dance. And dance is high vibrational. That's one of my happy songs I dance to. Isn't it? It's a very high vibrational tune. It's like celebration. It's happiness. It's like joy. It's love. That's what they said, not what we're bringing forth, what you have with the energy that you've maintained. You were dancing before you got on here. Confirmation. This is definitely, if you were dancing or you know that song, confirmation. It's also like Timber Lake. A lake is a body of water. Water within spirituality signifies emotion. Timber, emotion. Can't stop the feeling. There are a lot of individuals that are emotional at this time because there's towers, timber. What they said, what has fallen must never be built back up, for history will never repeat itself. All thanks to you. Will you dance, dance, dance? It is currently, it was just 3:15, which 3:15 adds up to 9, which is an ending for a new beginning. I want to look up the spiritual meaning of 3:15 though. Hold up. Because I feel like that's relevant. If you've been seeing 3:15, this is what it means for you. Because I've been seeing that fucking number everywhere. And I don't know why. I haven't looked it up yet, so we're going to look it up together. Because that number's been haunting me like a motherfucker. Alright, 3:15 means bet. It means betterment of your life. Angel number 315 implies that when you change and take a spiritual path, then it shows that you are becoming more mature spiritually. That is hilarious. 315 is a better life. It's also a message from your angels and ascended masters that they are aiding and assisting you as you go through upcoming major life changes. Wow. Well, if that was not just the whole fucking reading, and who just sent lightning bolts? With 5 Mars, 5 lightning bolts, 5 is for change. The lightning bolt is divine intervention. I'm done. I'm done. That is, if that wasn't just the whole live today, you know what? I am going to attempt to save this one and share it. Because we got some deep messages in here. The coming of new times, but these times started first within your mind. Your imagination was the key to your imagination was the key to unbinding the fragments to install your new coded reality. Hold up. What do you mean by imagination was? Explain. You had to believe in what had been deemed as impossible. You had to believe that you were far more than what the simulation and what the Matrix had conveyed you, your vessel and your experience out to be. Your soul never let you settle because you believed in so much more. You imagined it, you felt it, you saw it, and it became your reality. But it's because your imagination was just indicating what had already been created. Exactly, creations. 4D energy. Your imagination wasn't your imagination at all. Your imagination was your perception. Your high priestess abilities to perceive different realities. You were not imagining, you were seeing experiences from other alternate versions of you. What you could align to, what you would align to if you had chosen to, and you did. I just had a thought and they answered it because I was like, well, what about unicorns? They said they existed at one point. You don't just create something, it has already been created. So, because I had a question they answered within my mind. Because I was like, well, there are things that we have imagined, but they're stating these things had not been imagined, they had existed, whether within this timeline, this reality, or others, alternate, where previously dragons had been perceived as imagination, made up. But we found dragon bones. We found out dragons truly existed. There are things that are being revealed in this realm because they have aligned with the energy we hold in this realm that should have previously been perceived as impossible. Did y'all know that? I had to think about it. It exists within one timeline that we are currently existing in, that is happening simultaneously, and there are some timelines that we have pulled in to this one to where that is now existing within this timeline. So there are timelines that are meant to align where there are ethereal supernatural experiences that exist within this one because we have aligned that timeline to where it does exist. So unicorns have existed. We have experienced them not in this timeline, but in timelines where we are existing simultaneously. So again, they're saying your imagination is just the way that you are able to look into alternate timelines, because all has existed. You haven't just made up. They're saying that your mind has perceived all. You can't just make, just like you can't come up with a color. You can't make up a color. It has existed. So there are things that have been written about that have been deemed as imagination, but it's an alternate experience. It's an alternate experience individuals are writing about, creating movies off of. They are co-creating with the universe, with the Most High, but they're also co-creating with an alternate timeline that is experiencing that timeline that they're making a movie about, making music about, or making a book about, writing a book about. That is, y'all, we gonna have to get into that later. We're gonna have to get into that later, because those of you that are resonating with that you understand that channel completely. You have aligned to timelines to where you shouldn't be experiencing what you are, but you have pulled in that timeline exactly where you're limitless. Therefore, you're experiencing what comes with that limitlessness, that infinity. To where others are going to see your life play out, and it's going to look like a miracle to them, but you saw this. You knew this could be yours. You visualized it, and it wasn't your imagination of experience. It was your alternate energy experiencing that simultaneously, and you were able to pull in that timeline. Because it has already been created. They said if you got thousands of light workers together and you visualize one supernatural outcome, you would have it. So if we all, thousands of us simultaneously, were envisioning a world with werewolves, let's just say, okay? If we all simultaneously just envisioned a timeline with werewolves, there would be some type of mutation to where they said you have that energy. It's they're right. They're showing me individuals who are deemed as werewolves in this timeline because of the hair that grows all over their body. That already has occurred. There has been a mutation to where there are individuals that have grown hair everywhere. Exactly. So if we envision nobody being homeless anymore, thousands of us visualize homelessness not existing, everybody having a home, that is the timeline we will have. This is how powerful we are. Because that was the next example I was going to get into, but I wasn't going to use homelessness. I was going to use no child hungry. Children being free to work on what their soul, like doing what their soul has been guided to come here and do without judgment, persecution, and misguidance. But yes, homelessness as well as the youth. Agreed. And with you bringing that up, that is what I was going to say that we should do on this full moon, on the 15th. Before the 19th, a wrap up of a 15-year cycle, is we should all come together and visualize a world where everybody has a home and every child is not hungry and every child can work on their goals and it's their dreams, what their soul came here to do, and it will be a fulfilling career. To where if they want to knit socks for a living, there's going to be a company that has started where they earn a living knitting socks, and that's their life. They love that shit. Where every child, every individual, every soul here is going to be able to work on their soul's purpose. Yes. End world hunger. And any individual not having a home. And every soul here having joy of life and fulfillment. And what's stopping us from doing this now? This is how I walk around my day. I don't just visualize things for me. I visualize the reality that I want my future son to experience. Because I'm going to have my son. Even if I have to go in and get fertilized in a hospital. Like, I'm 28 years old. I'm going to allow God to place me where God needs me to be. So that I have, once I have my house. Once I have my home. It is my home. If I don't have my partner by then, I'm going to get fertilized. I'm so not playing with you. Don't ask me shit. I want my baby boy. I'm going to have my baby boy. And I want my baby boy to grow up in a world that, he can live. He can thrive. He can do what the fuck he want to do. He can enjoy his experience and have other children that are enjoying their experience and their parents aren't struggling, so they're growing up in a happy home. It's all connected. Because when you're not worried about money, you can focus on what the fuck you want to do, what your soul came here to do. Your children grow up in a healthy home, because you're not stressed and you're not over here breaking your back for abundance. So it's all connected. I want my kids to have happy, healthy friends. I want my baby boy to have happy, healthy friends when I have him. And I want their parents to be happy and healthy. I want everybody to have moved through any generational curse that has kept them bound to lack, to poverty, to conditional love. Exactly. Which means world peace. Because it is possible. Don't even look at me like it's not possible, because look at how many billionaires are in the world right now. They gotta know, if every billionaire shared, we would all be okay. We would literally all be okay. And this is what we have come here to shift and change. Is how many individuals have been put in a position to where they're not okay because of greed, gluttony, temptation, lust, vanity, glamour, illusions. And yes, we had to move through poverty in order to break through lack mentality. And I'm not saying that, like, if you're meant to be there, you will be there. Like, if you're meant to evolve from that, you would be put in a position to be okay, and you would forfeit being okay because that was your soul's journey to break through poverty. Just like these lottery winners that have lost everything in a year because they were out here fucking it off and they weren't doing their healing. Like, I feel like everybody deserves a chance to be okay and move through, like, make the decisions on what they have received and whether or not they squander it. Like, that is their soul. If they squander it, well, you gotta bounce back from that. Like, you fuck that off. I feel like we should have, like, the cost of living should not be as high as it is. Inflation, food prices, gas prices should not be as high as it is. Honestly, we should be looking into better ways of travel that does less damage to the planet. More environmental work. Like, there are things that we should be investing in, and I feel like we should all be given a chance to make these investments and make the planet better. But because of the greed and gluttony within this realm, and how individuals rather go spend hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars on beds and yachts and fucking stupid shit, like, and then flashing it in our faces like we're gonna be like, oh wow. Not anymore. You better not be looking at any celebrity, politician, or anybody flashing their money like they're worth a damn. Because at this point, we're stepping into a position to where that shit should not inspire us. That shit should not impress us because of all the work we've done to be placed in that position to where we know what to do with it. No more idolizing any energy outside of yourself. No more idolizing an individual's life because that's what you should be living, but you're pouring in energy into their experience and not your own. To change the world, we must change the way that we see the world and how we move through it and who we are. No more pouring into any energy that's not making the planet better. Don't be looking at these celebrities' lives and idolizing them. Don't do that. I mean, most influencers, it doesn't matter how much followers they got, we still broke. Like, don't let the numbers fool you. All right, there are individuals going broke to try and flex in order to get more energy because energy is more important than abundance. There are literally influencers out here going broke trying to flex because they need your attention. They need your energy. Don't let them fool you. Focus on you, your dharma, your purpose, because this is how we change the world more than we already have. And visualize it the way that you want to see it. Like I said, I'm visualizing having my house, and right after I get my house, I'm having my son. I don't care if I have a counterpart. I will go in and get fertilized because, like, I deserve to have my child. But I want the planet to be a certain way before I bring a life into this world. And the only way that's going to be possible is through us collectively visualizing this world better. Better than it ever has been before. And not seeing it as far-fetched or too far gone. So, this, I'm going to leave it at that because I do want to attempt to save this live. And I don't want to make it too long. I will probably be on live longer tomorrow. They said, wait, angel cards. Pull some angel cards. But visualize the world in the way that you and all those around you should be experiencing it. Not just about your existence, not just about your life, but the world as a whole. And let me pull some angel cards, because this is what they wanted. You like my shirt? T. Austin made it. I have it linked. Listen, because like this, none of this would have been possible without all of us coming up against these darker elite energies, where we are the galactic divine force. Because this wouldn't have shifted in a way where elite individuals were being held accountable without us viewing the world in the way where these energies are being held accountable. So if you like the fact that the baby oil booty bandit got obliterated because of the divinity in this world, you like this shirt, you can get it from T. Austin's store. I have T. Austin's store linked on the video I posted. If you would like it, it is $40 and it's on T. Austin's store. T. Austin they have a small light worker business, and all of the proceeds are going towards T. Austin and getting T. Austin's life back on track after, there it is, let me pin it. Getting T. Austin's life back on track after the Florida hurricane. Pin. I pinned it. That's T. Austin's business. FUQUE.store. Fuku.store. I love that name. I pray that I'm saying it right and I'm not like being offensive. But I love that name. So again, if you would like to support a light worker business and help T. Austin get everything back on track after having to pick up and evacuate from Florida with the hurricane, get one of these shirts. Plus, are they not hilarious? Let me show you. This is like the best thing ever. Let me get all my crystals out of my lap. Look at this. Tell me this is not like the best thing. I'm about to punch Nitty right in the face. Like, look at this. This is the greatest thing I have ever seen. Peep it. Look at this. I love this. This is like the greatest ever. This is like my new favorite shirt. I'm gonna be rocking this everywhere. Look at it. And Money Kitty up here. What's up, Abundance Kitty? Hi, Siffy. You like the shirt? Siffy? Do you like the shirt? You do? She do. She likes the shirt. Right? The detail, the artwork, insanity. The detail, insanity. This is incredible. Like, y'all, this is like the best. Like, this is why we need to support light workers, because look at this. Light workers be changing the game. Huh, Steffi? So, T. Austin, I really am extremely appreciative of this shirt. Like, this is literally my favorite shirt. I thought the one before was my favorite, but this by far is my favorite. It just reminds me of everything we've accomplished. Like, one of the main individuals in the elite game, I know they're a puppet. I know they're basically being, like, thrown under the bus for everybody else, but, like, we shifted this realm to a position to where they had to use this individual to throw him under the bus, and he's not the only one that is about to get thrown under the bus. But like, we moved this realm we ascended this realm, this planet, into so much light that like they felt like this was necessary. But this would have never happened. We never would have started moving this world in a way where, like I said, elite corrupt individuals were held accountable if it wasn't for us calling our power back and taking our power back. So yes, IFM versus the Diabolical Diddy. I love it. IFM versus the Diabolical Diddy and everybody else on that motherfucking list. Judgment on all of them on this motherfucking, on these tapes and this list. Because you best believe he gonna be talking. But that's besides the point, because they did attempt to use him as a distraction and throw him under the bus. But he's not going down alone. So I just think that it is an absolute miracle, and it is absolutely phenomenal in the way that we have changed the way corruption was being overlooked in this realm. They all going down, exactly. But we started this. They got gifts from God. I was about to say, God put us in a position to where we could not fail if we followed. We could not fail if we followed. And this is why we had gifts activated in order to take on the amount of corruption and darkness that had been placed not only within this planet, but upon it. It's like layers of darkness, layers of corruption, layers of deceit that had to be broken down with the dismantling of every program that had been installed upon this planet in order to keep us blinded, asleep, docile. And they just said, and stupid. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, but I agree with them. Yeah, low vibrational and stupid. They said stupidity is not about your level of intelligence, even though that has been enhanced. It's about your emotional intelligence and how you are allowing others to control your materializations and manifestations through the way that they controlled you emotionally. You lacked emotional intelligence. Okay. They had to explain that. Thank you. Yes, because ignorance is bliss, and we were definitely ignorant. But we are wide awake now. And I just heard, so you should not be blissful fools. You know where to step. Because it has been laid out before you. You just have to use your eye to see. I love my guides and my team too. They said, I just heard, we have aligned with your spirit energy, but we are connected to all. They are our guides, our spirit team. That's what they're saying. And I just heard, we are proud of each and every one of you for what you have taken on and all that you have accomplished. Be prepared to receive these gifts from God. The Creator is bringing forth what is due. It has inevitably been meant for you, teaching and learning. You have learned lessons. You are being guided to teach your overcoming to others. And where you received what it is you have accumulated, what you have accumulated. Teach others how you received what you have accumulated. This is coming in quick. Gentleness. Be gentle with yourself at this time and surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So again, the level up has changed the outside experience. All what we're attracting, who we're attracting, and what is aligned with our energy. What type of opportunities are now coming through. And they're gentle, they're soft, they're sweet. Unconditionally loving. So hold gratitude in this moment in time for all that you have received, because it's not a wish, it's fulfillment. Ooh, I love how they did that. It's not a wish, like wish fulfillment. It's not a wish, it's fulfillment. It's been fulfilled. Hold gratitude for the reception. Hold gratitude for the reception. We got a bunch of peacocks here, including I have never seen a white and black peacock. I at first thought that was a turkey. I would have thought it was a turkey if I had not seen the tail. It's something about the harmonization of your inner energies with the immortalization of each of your inner energies, with the callback of your soul fragments that have put you in this position to receive an overflow of what has been due in each and every lifetime. Focus on what is positive in your life and you will attract even more positive situations. You've attracted even more. More than you had previously ever experienced. Again, we're reiterating what it is you have energetically aligned to. Don't be surprised when it comes through. Oh my God, Adrian! Adrian, thank you for the 3. Oh my God. What? Listen! Thank you so much. Damn, Adrian. That is so many roses. Thank you. 400 almost what? Listen, this is a lot of roses. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. I know Adrian gave me not just a whole bouquet. Like, this is like multiple bouquets. This is like walking in and seeing multiple bouquets everywhere. Like, this is a lot of flowers. Thank you. And you, listen, what is you doing? Adrian. Listen, you got a girl blushing over here. Thank you, Universal Rat. And Adrian. Thank you. Thank you for the, wow. That is, sheesh. You really went all out. Thank you, Adrian. You are now the top gifter. Seriously, thank you. And thank you. Are ready? Are ready. You literally just clarified. Thank you, are ready, for the Aurora postcard. With Adrian coming in clutch and Goddess Monet. Everything, I can't make this shit up. I just looked down. Everything is falling in divine order, where it's love, abundant. All that is due with the energy that you have stepped into. And I just got a Portals perfume ad, so this is your reality. Adrian. What are you doing? Oh my God. You literally have sent like 800 roses. I am so flattered. Thank you, T. Austin. I am literally so flattered. Thank you. I appreciate you so deeply and so dearly, and know that you are going to receive everything that you have poured into me back into your reality infinitely, in all the ways that your soul has aligned to within the timeline that you have stepped into. Again, I don't want to impede on your destiny. I just want to add to it. Who sent that? Oh my God. Thank you, Frequency. Thank you, Astrid. Thank you, Diamond Dreamland. Thank you, Frequency is everything. And thank you, Adrian. Oh my God. I said, literally, I appreciate it so very much. Thank you. What a way to end this live. Listen, Adrian. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you, Astrid. Thank you, Astrid, for the 18 roses. Were they roses? Let me see. Hold on. Yes, 18 roses. 9 completion as well as new beginnings. All is in divine order, you guys. Because you have put in the work to receive and overcome all difficulties that had previously been put in place with past incarnated entities. And what flew over here? With Ask Your Angels. You followed guidance, you overcame, you released, and you stepped out of a timeline of trauma. You stepped out of a timeline that would have taken you out if you had continued to look back, to allow your energy to be a part of the experience these energies were using to maintain the outcome they desired. What a beautiful way to end this. So welcome to the new. Congratulations. You're in it. This change is for the better, and new blessings. I almost just ripped my hair out. This change is for the better, and new blessings are coming your way. Welcome to the new. You have shifted. And I just got an ad. We haven't had an ad the entirety of being on here. It is yes on 3. And I know that's a political ad, but like yes, clear, simple, easy. They just confirmed that yes on 3. 3 is the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. So the divine is saying, welcome to your new reality, yes on 3. Welcome to your new reality. The Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit has advocated for the shift into a high vibrational reality, high vibrational timeline. It's simple. This is the timeline where you have been placed in a position to receive not only success, sustenance, overflow, but where your expansion is meant to touch hundreds of lives, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, with this leadership role that you are being guided, that you have been guided into. That is for you. You are in the reality where you impact the most lives. So yes on 3, Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit, welcome to your new reality. Bars! Oh my God, yes! Oh my God, I just realized that's bars. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Craigo. Oh my God. Y'all! Yes on 3, the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. Yes on 3, welcome to your new reality. You better affirm that. You better affirm that. I am in my new high vibrational reality as the highest vibrational version of myself that makes the most impact, changes the most lives, and receives everything from past lives that is due in this incarnation. Now that I have acquired all soul fragments that have been necessary in order to unlock the highest vibrational timeline for not only me, but all those connected to my energy that are meant to be divinely connected to my energy. And thank you, Goddess! Thank you for your roses. Seriously, thank you guys for pouring into me. Now, before it gets dark, before I bamboozle myself again, by continuously like channeling, because I gotta get to the store for show tonight. Because I didn't go yesterday, and I need tofu tonight. Like I only have like one thing left in the fridge, so I definitely gotta go get some tofu and some rice tonight, as well as like some waters or something. So before it gets dark, I gotta run, but I will attempt to save this live and post it over on YouTube. So, I love you guys. I appreciate you so deeply and so dearly. Thank you, Craigo, for pouring into me. And thank you guys for being a part of this holy, heavenly, divine, galactic, golden family to where we have changed the world with our energy. We have literally changed the world. And it wouldn't have been possible without you. When I say we, I mean we. You're not a drop in the ocean. You're the entirety. Bars. You are the whole ocean. You are the world. You are not of this world, but you are the world. You are in this world, and it is your world. You are co-creating it with the Creator, and you've made it a better world. So thank you for never giving up, no matter how hard it got, and always staying in your divinity, no matter how many dark individuals attempted to sway you their way. I love you guys. I honor you, and I appreciate you. And until I see you again tomorrow, thank you, Nine God Christ. Thank you, Nine God Christ. Thank you, Craigo. Thank you for pouring into me. Thank you for being a part of this beautiful family. And thank you for all that you have done for humanity. Back-to-back bars, bro. I didn't even do that intentionally, but back-to-back bars. And I will see you, Craigo, with the 140. Y'all gonna ham sandwich on the roses. I really do appreciate it. And may you receive every rose that you have poured into me back into your reality from every individual and energy that you meet. Because you are deserving of every rose, every accolade, every amount of recognition that you have poured, not only into this family and into me, but how you've recognized others that needed it. Like, the reason I say that is it terrifies me to be acknowledged, but I appreciate it. And I also, it's like I'm holding gratitude for this experience because I remember being looked at like an absolute creature when I was homeless. And I just wished somebody would notice me. I wish like somebody cared. And going from nobody caring, like going from being homeless and being looked at like I was some cockroach to being given like and shown so much love. I pray that you are receiving this energy like back in the same way you have poured it into me, but also I know how you have done this for others. It was that one lady that came up to me and gave me $5 when I was homeless that changed my view of everybody entirely. Like, and it wasn't just her, like, so many of you have given so much to me, but it's like, I know that I'm not the only one that you have not judged, that you have listened to. And I pray that I have been able to help and align you to a higher vibrational experience. And I pray that every way that you have poured your intention and attention into those that deserve it, you receive it back as manyfold as you had expended that energy in order to make somebody else feel seen. I won't even say expended, in the way that you had made somebody feel seen. Thank you for not being judgmental. Thank you for being unconditionally loving, and thank you for changing lives, even if you may not feel like you have. Because believe me, being homeless, that one smile, that $5 meant everything. But it was really that woman viewing me as somebody. Not nothing, not a cockroach, but somebody. She saw me. And you best believe you have done that for others. You have made somebody feel seen to where they had felt invisible, they had felt worthless, they had felt useless. So thank you for never becoming like the individuals that made you feel the way that you have elevated others out of feeling. You never became like them. You became so much better. And I'm proud of you. And I love you. Thank you for all that you have done for me, and thank you for how you saved not only my life, but those individuals that were aligned with you to meet you, to where that one smile, that one compliment, that one acknowledgement changed everything. And you will continue to change every energy that you meet, because it's your light, baby. It's your soul. And I'm just blessed to be a part of it. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing all the love that you do in this planet. I love you. I appreciate you. And I honor you. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. So until then, stay peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High. Check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like Jase would say, XXXTentacion, ay. If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the f over. But not with your car. Vroom, vroom. With your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy does it for us. So, until I see you guys again tomorrow, thank you. I love you. I honor you. And make sure that you are honoring your own energy too. Do something for you today. Treat yourself. You deserve it after everything that you've been through. You should reward you. I love y'all. I appreciate you. And if TikTok will let me, I will save this live and I will upload it to YouTube. So until the next time I see you, which will be tomorrow. Bye. And thank you. Wait a second. Thank you, Walking Karma. Thank you, Hymns. I just wanted to add that real quick. Thank you for pouring into me. I really do appreciate it. And until tomorrow, bye, and drink your water.